to live here. And whoever catches it good, I'll stay for, I don't know, 20 minutes or so at most. But if anybody wants to see the new ski, there it is. We are absolutely downpouring outside right now. I'll show you the outside. We are raining. So, but we're back in the garage right now. The car's out. And the new Jet Blaster is in, if anybody wanted to see it. There's the sparks. This spark over here is going to get sold because we have the Jet Blaster and we don't have enough room on the trailer. So it's going to be pitting up. It's going to be the Sea-Doo Spark Trix, the 2023, versus the 2025 Yamaha Jet Blaster Pro. So, if there's anybody who's going to come in here under this impromptu visit, we'll check it out a little bit more. But so yeah, pretty cool. Can't wait to get this thing on the water. And I was going to take the cover off, but it's soaked and I don't feel like doing it right now, and we're right against the wall. So no problem. But yeah, I'm pretty stoked to get the newest Jet Blaster that is more along the lines of the old style Jet Blasters. I still have the Jet Blaster, or the Wave Blaster 1, which doesn't even equate to this. It's not even the same damn ski. Closer to the Wave Blaster 2, but realistically, the Wave Blaster 2 is a pile of junk. But the Sea-Doo Sparks is where it's at. It's closest to the old school jet skis, and yeah, a lot of fun. So, but I actually ended up picking up one of these things. Pretty hyped. We'll see how it goes, and yeah, can't wait to get it out. A little bit about the reason why I picked this up is because this ski more closely resembled a ski of the past. Let's say a medium-sized ski, not its tiny ski, but more resembled a ski of the past. And it's a direct competitor of the Sea-Doo Spark. And it's no surprise, but the Sea-Doo Spark is by far my favorite ski out there right now. So yeah, I mean, that's the biggest one, is the Sea-Doo Spark is my favorite ski out right now. The ones you could buy. Let's call it warranty or something like that. It's the most fun ski and it's most fun bang for the buck is the Sea-Doo Sparks that are new out there now. Now, if I had to say the most fun bang for the buck in general, it would be the Yamaha Wave Jammer. And the Wave Blaster 1, okay, but yeah, so pretty exciting. And I can't wait to get this out. About to find out how this thing works and see how it goes. So yeah, pretty exciting. New Jet Blaster Pro. It's not the basic model. It's not the touring model. It's the actual Wave Blaster or the Jet Blaster Pro model. It's the most closest resembling to a Sea-Doo Spark Trix. It's the competitor toward it. So the reason why I picked it up, the Jet Blaster Pro, was I wanted to do a one-to-one comparison on the Sea-Doo Spark Trix. So yeah, we'll see how this thing goes. And I'll unbox this a little bit if I can walk around this. This cover is tight. Get around that step. Ooh. Jet Blaster. Heck yeah, can't wait. Yamaha. Look at that. Sea-Doo Spark Trix. Yamaha Jet Blaster Pro. The poly on this feels remarkably similar to the Sea-Doo Spark Trix. And this is just a taste of what's to come on these skis. Can't wait to get them out. But this is a big day for me because I've been waiting for this thing for months. And unfortunately, I can't take it out today. It is absolutely downpouring out there. And it's also very cold. I'm in a hoodie, as you can see here. I'm in a small hoodie. Hey, here's my MR2. But yeah, pretty exciting. Can't wait to get this thing on the water. There it is. Let's unbox it a little bit, see how it looks. I think it looks kind of... I don't care for the colors as much, but I do like the poly top because it reminds me of the Sea-Doo Spark Oh, and one thing I noticed on this, which is really piss poor, is actually the quality of the seat. Right here. Look at this. The quality of this seat is not that good on this new Jet Blaster. So, for the people who just joined, we are unboxing right now, or taking the cover off, the Yamaha Jet Blaster Pro that I just purchased. And there's the Sea-Doo Spark Tricks. And we're testing this. But let's hit this up right here. It's a Jet Blaster Pro 3-up seat. Both of these are 3-ups. Now, there's no difference between the Jet Blaster Pro 2-up and 3-up aside from this seat and this riser right here. These two. These two are exactly the same. The Jet Blaster Pro 2-up and 3-up are exactly the same. They're the exact same length. It's just the seat is slightly different right here. That seat is just a little bit different. It's a little bit longer, and that's the only thing that matters. It's 6 pounds total heavier. And the reason why is it's got mirrors as well. Seat extender and mirrors. 6 pounds heavier than the 2-up. But this quality of this seat is absolutely terrible. Look at this. Well, it looks like it's not even fitted. Like, I'm going to have a field day with this. Look at the stitching. Not that good. Very unimpressive seat. And there it is again. Jet Blaster Pro. Let's take the rest of this cover off. I got to get the front off of it. Let's come over here. Yamaha. Here it is. I don't know if anybody saw the Instagram story, but I am not sponsored by Yamaha, and I don't want to be, because I have got a lot of gripes with this already, and I can't wait to talk smack. Let's get it off these mirrors. I got the 3-up because I wanted to do an apples-to-apples comparison of the 3-up as well. Just because the 2-up, it didn't make any difference on size of ski. All right, about to show this thing off in a moment as soon as I can get the rest of this cover off. If anybody's got any questions, throw them in the comment section. All right, cover off. There she is. Boy, that's an ugly ski. I don't think it's the most handsome ski in the planet. Let's take a look. Look at that. Right there. What do y'all think? Next to the 2 Sparks over there. Don't worry, I still got the other Wave Blasters as well. The 2-up, or I'm sorry, the Wave Blaster 2 is, you know, bleh. But the Wave Blaster 1 is pretty fun. So, yeah, there she is. Let me know what everybody thinks of this Wave Runner Jet Blaster Pro. Now, all that shit I was talking about in the 2022, this one solved a lot of the problems because we have a Polytech hole right here, and we have a fiberglass bottom of the hole. And you still got your classic pisser right there. It's not a closed cool system like the Sea-Doo Spark or Sea-Doo Spark Tricks. You have your fuel tank up front here, whereas the Sea-Doo Spark has the fuel tank under the seats. You have your handlebars and handlebar risers up here. Here's your trim system and your classic Yamaha start-stop button right here. And you have your ride system because IBR is no longer a thing. On this, it's only Sea-Doo. Sea-Doo trademarked IBR. So they had to come out with ride. But yeah, it's funny to not see the Sea-Doo Spark, whereas they have the Sea-Doo Spark gas cap under the seat, which is kind of ridiculous. They have it in the old school area right here, which is really nice to see. For the people who just joined, we have a Jet Blaster Pro. I had just purchased this. It is absolutely downpouring outside, so we're not taking it out today. But you can see by all the water in the garage just from the cover. But yeah, there she is. Jet Blaster Pro, Sea-Doo Spark Tricks. So we're going to pit these head-to-head to see how they go. And I cannot wait to see how this thing rides versus the Sea-Doo Spark. Now, the 2022 I've ridden before was like a dog. It was so heavy. It didn't trim up or down like the Sea-Doo Spark Tricks did. And I've heard separately, I've never been on one of these yet, but I've heard separately that the Sea-Doo Spark Trix now is probably less articulating than the Jet Blaster Pro. So what I don't like about this, and I don't know if anybody saw this before, is the quality of this machine is actually like not that great. Look at the seat right here. Look at this. It's not machined or it's not stitched correctly. You can see I'm going to go down a little bit further. Look at this. Look at the bubbles in that. It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. Oh, also really cool. I don't care if this thing gets dirty. I'll get on top of it. Really cool about this. Oops, trying to flip the orientation. Is the screen is really nice too. So we're going to hit the start stop button. Look at that. Nice screen. Now, do I care if the Sea-Doo Spark is, well, let me cut that. It was a button to press to shut it up. It's the OK button. There it is. Now, the Sea-Doo Spark, I always screen right here. And then also, we have handlebars and old school handlebars too, which is really cool to see. So pretty cool. Cruise no wake. You can see the trim up and down and the extended trim as well. So pretty awesome. Speed adjust. A lot of cool stuff on this. Can't wait to actually, give this a try. Here's your mirrors. And the reason why we have mirrors is because it's a 3-up again. So yeah. Oh, front storage compartment right there. It's big. You can definitely fit a cell phone in there. The rear storage compartment is almost non-existent too, which is a total bummer. I'm going to just make this thing gross and everybody's going to complain. Let's see. So here's the rear seat latch removal. Look at that. That's it. There's not a lot of storage on this thing. For a 3-up too. I figured this thing would be a little bit larger. But a lot of the problems... Oh, rotation's locked. Okay. A lot of the problems I saw with this before was the small hole right here, whereas the Sea-Doo kind of addressed that with the larger hole. But this ain't too bad. You could get in there and you can get to the plugs and coil packs and all that stuff. So, there's the coil packs. And Coast Guard regulation, need to have a fire extinguisher. And a really piss poor made seat right here. Yeah. If anybody has any questions, leave them in. I know this was kind of an impromptu session, but yeah. Ooh. So that is, ooh, it's dirty. That is the Yamaha Jet Blaster Pro next to the Sea-Doo Spark Trix and the Sea-Doo Spark. That's a 2-up right there. Whoop. I don't know what says green screen garbage. Let me get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Okay. 3-up Sea-Doo Spark. 3-up Jet Blaster. It looks kind of big, don't it? I don't know. All right. We'll get it on the water. See how it goes. We're going to stay live for another 7 or so minutes. If anybody has any questions. I know it was totally impromptu. I didn't even mention I was going to go live here. But kind of excited. Was putting it in the garage. Probably hear the car start there for a moment. Well, excuse me. While I was getting this thing in the garage. Right here. Still hitched up. Yeah. So, what I want to test on this is the range of... well, it's not IBR. It's the ride system. But the trim range. I want to see if this thing shoots up like the Sea-Doo Spark Trix does. I want to see if the length of this, which I'm pretty disappointed at how big this thing is right there. I want to see if that changes. And again, if anybody wants to know, this is a 3-up, but it's no longer than a 2-up. So if anybody's like, hey, why did you eat this? Well, also, it gives you the effect in this state. You can see the state of Connecticut there. You can use this to water ski off of as well, or wakeboard. So yeah. All right, let me go over to the other side now. Show the nice graphic on the end. Jet Blaster. Pretty cool, actually. This is well done. And the feel of this. The feel of this is kind of like a Sea-Doo Spark itself. It's pretty maneuverable, movable, and all that stuff. Here's your toe. Yeah, this thing, disappointing, actually. The seat, the quality of the seat, look at this. Look at these ripples. Oh my God, I can't get over how badly stitched that seat is. Now here's your rated for 3 persons. But this, maybe I should have got the 2 up just because of the damn seat. Looks like a Sea-Doo Spark. Looks like a Trix too with the handlebars. This is for your ties as well. Now, I don't know much about these so far. I really didn't watch too many videos. I wanted to figure it out along with everybody else to see how it goes. But no front storage compartment. That's another thing. There's nothing here. This is just, I don't know what this is. It's just like a, I guess just a structural part of the machine. You know, similar to the Sea-Doo Spark, you also have your hull connections as well. All right, guys, take it easy.